Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the 205th episode of Twisted Strands. I am your host, Jeannie, or you can call me JD, which is my name pretty much everywhere. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. Everybody who... kicked the thing. Actually, I knocked my knee into it. I'm okay. Anyway, so I appreciate everybody who gives my podcast a view, your eyes, your attention. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate you one and all. And let's get started. I'm going to just have one finished object, a couple of whips, and yeah, we're gonna have to do the magazine because it's over there, and yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. Sorry about my absence over the past few weeks. I was actually physically sick. The Tuesday after I recorded the last podcast, I came down with this horrible cold. Started right up in the nose with a runny nose, then it stuffed head for a week, and then horrible cough every once in a while. So if my voice starts to go a little bit, we're gonna have to cut it short or something, or just cut that part out or whatever. But anyway, I've been sick all March almost. So I finally have time and I'm finally feeling up to it. Thank you for standing and watching other podcasts while I get better. I appreciate it. Let's see, finished objects. Oh, and there's going to be drawing. So anyway, finished objects. I finally finished. Let me see, I have the information right here. Kit's Christmas Cape by Kathy Bird. Now, I didn't exactly follow all the directions. I followed most of the directions. I made it a tiny bit longer. And I did continue the moss stitch edging up the hood. And unfortunately, I think I need to block this because it is a little curly. And instead of doing the crocheted strands to clasp, I picked something out of my sewing supplies and added this really pretty little clasp. So it's not on the girl that I intended to do, because she doesn't have a dress that goes with it yet. But anyway, it's a decent free pattern for your dolls. And this is out of Barocco Comfort. And as you can see, it curls like a mofo. But that's just how stockinette behaves. So anyway, it's a pretty big cape. It's good for American Girl dolls, and I'm hoping it's good for BJDs that are 60 centimeters, I think, high. And also, I changed something else in the hood. I grafted the seam on top of the head. I didn't do it perfectly. But I'm getting more comfortable with the Kitchener stitch, which is a good thing, seeing as I love socks. Or I'm obsessed with them anyway. Haven't touched my sock in weeks. But anyway, here it is. The one finished object. I told you I'd have one. So there it is. Pathetic, I know. When I was sick, I just was not in the mood to knit, so I did not. Let's see. For the whips, which is what I'm getting out of my bag right now, I'm working on, and the name of this makes me laugh because it's by the Waco Knitters. It's just a group of people. It's a knitting group in Waco, Texas, and they design things, and I found this June 23rd crochet along 12-inch square modified Lillian's lace. So that's a mouthful for a pattern name, right? But anyway, it's really pretty. It's going to end up a square, but it starts out as this really attractive circle. So I started this last night, and I didn't have the right size hook, so I'm just using the K hook that I had with me at the time. I just wasn't getting the size I wanted out of the lace pattern that I was using, and that pattern was Emma by somebody. Let me see. It's just simply called Emma, and it's by Emily Milliman. I just can't seem to get 12 inches out of what she has, no matter what size needle I used. So I'm crocheting this one, and hopefully I won't end up having to play a grand old game of yarn chicken. And I picked this up again. Whoa. This is a prayer shawl that I'm making for my church, and the church group is called Yarners, and it's nothing more than red heart, and I'm working it in a loom, and it's just plain stitch knit on a round loom. Every once in a while it gets caught, and that sucks, but really it's almost done, and it's almost striping. Isn't it neat? I'm hoping it's wide enough to be considered a shawl, or at least a wrap. I mean, I think it'll be nice. So that's what those are the two things I've been struggling with: making a damn square, and I'm making a nice little prayer shawl whenever I feel like knitting but not knitting. Oh, also, I brought this up here to show you what I'm working on with my weaving. Wish me luck in holding this up for you. This is from Inventive Weaving, or Creative Weaving on... There you go, you can see the loops now. See, it's a loopy weave. And it's really cool. I'm working on a set of washcloths. And this is with an 8. Here's the weaving info. This is a 15-inch Cricut loom by Shocked Spindle Company. So this is Lily and Cream, and remember when I was complaining about buying that stinky yarn that was white cotton? Well, this is it. I'm using it up in this project. I mean, the warp was at least 2 yards, so I used it all up on this, and I'll either keep the cute little washcloths. See, I finished one already. And yeah. And it's from one of the newer books to come out of... Well, I bought mine at Amazon, and it's Inventive Weaving on the tiny loom, I think. Oh, I'll just look it up, because I know I'm not getting it wrong somehow. Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is spelled that way. Oh, Inventive Weaving. Let's see. Inventive Weaving. Ah! It must be that. Yes, Inventive Weaving on a Little Loom. Discover the full potential of the rigid heddle loom for knitter beginners and beyond. Another big bunch of words. Anyway, by Sign Mitchell. So anyway, it's a really cute, fun book, and I recommend it. I haven't explored all of it fully. I mean, there's also some of the books that I actually have. I also have the Weaver's Idea book. I love that one. I used one of the projects from that. Did a terrible job, but... And I also have Hands-on Rigid Heddle Weaving, which is also good. Oh, where's that other book? Anyway, it's a good book, and it's a good introduction usually when I get into a subject, I end up buying books, like multiple books, and even though you can use just one of those books, I have them all anyway. I get thirsty for information, but I bet you can understand that just as well as anybody else can. So that's the book I'm using for this project, and it's time consuming. Holy shit, you have to use a knitting needle, and you pick up what is called the weft, which is the horizontal stuff, not the warp, which is the vertical stuff. I might be saying that wrong. No, I'm not. Anyway, so you have to pick up each weft and wrap it around a knitting needle each time you want to create a loopy thing, a loopy effect. And I like the effect it creates, I do. And I can't wait to see what happens when I finish this project, cut in the ends, as you sewing the ends in, which I'm looking forward to teaching myself, because usually when I try that, it's an abysmal failure, and I feel like a schmuck. So we'll see how that goes. That's also one of the things I was doing. I haven't touched my spinning wheel. Sorry. I had a few nights where I looked at it, said I really don't want to do it. But when you're sick, you don't feel like doing all the things you enjoy. Whether you're sick from a cold like I was, or sick because you're tired, or sick because you're depressed or anxious or whatever. So, other than the cold, I'm pretty much okay. But that's about what I've been working on. I can give you a review of the Piecework mag, even though it's over there. It's not my favorite issue, but some of those things might interest you. And one of the interesting things about the issue is that it has an article all about teaching children how to knit, which is a cool thing to do. I mean, encourage the younger generation to engage in a hobby like knitting. Then they won't be able to afford drugs or alcohol. And there was an article that I have not read, but it's about the Stickley Museum, which is in Randolph, New Jersey, right by me, like less than 15-20 minutes away. Evidently, the Stickley Museum is centered around the main person's participation in the fiber arts. So now I've got to read the article and go to the museum as soon as I can, because that fascinates me. Because I always drive down Route 10 and I see that sign for the Stickley Museum and I say, damn, I gotta go there. I love museums. So now I really gotta go there. And the projects in the magazine this month for Piecework did not really float my boat. But that's not the only reason I get the magazine, so that's fine by me. I don't think I've ever knit anything from the Piecework magazine. Yeah, that's true. I haven't. Now that I think of it, I haven't knit anything. I've knit stuff from Creative Knitting. I've knit stuff from Simply Knitting a few times and other stuff, but I've never knit anything from Piecework, even though I love the magazine. So there's that. There's my review without pictures or pointing out stuff to you. I hope it's adequate. So there you go. That's Piecework for you. Not my favorite issue, but if you're into teaching kids how to knit, it has a pattern. That might help you out. If you live in New Jersey or you're visiting my area soon, you can stop by the Stickley Museum, and I believe it had more houseware-y stuff like dish towels, perhaps. So that might interest you. So that's Piecework for you. Oh, horror films, I've watched way too many. And I can't pick one out of my scattered brain for you to know about. I do watch a few horror films a week. I just didn't write them down this month. I can't believe it's been a month. I'm sorry, kids. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, this episode is brought to you by water. And other stuff and junk is I got my hair done. Just the roots. No new haircut. I'm trying to grow it out long, I think. I know one person who might love that, and that might be Beverly or Palette PC. Also, I bought a book from her. I bought a Japanese craft book, my first. Don't expect it to be my last, even though I do not speak a single word of Japanese in conversation. I can say excuse me or hello or good night or good morning, but I don't speak or read a wisp of Japanese. But I've heard the patterns come with charts, and there's so much assistance for other people who are like me that just want to breach that culture gap and enjoy patterns from other countries like I do, and they're willing to help. And I also got my nails done. See? This is Essie Leggy Legends. I actually got a full-on manicure and pedicure. The pedicure, I didn't get my toes painted though, because I like being able to shove my feet in my shoes as soon as I'm done. I like to get pedicures because it babies the feet a little bit, and my feet are not babied. I am a person who loves to walk around with bare feet, and it's rough on them. Plus, I'm diabetic, so I gotta watch out for my feet. That's my way of doing it. So anyway, it was a nice day off today. I slept in. I played my stupid games, which, much like Angel, who is back to podcasting, I hope. My beautiful friend from Canada. And yeah, she plays the games too. I play The Sims Free Play. I play Marvel Avengers Academy, and I play Charm King. Those are the 3 games I play most of the time. I did play some Sims 4 last night. I must say, I do not like the camera options of that game. But you know what? I have it, so I play it every once in a while. That's it. Oh, and I heard of a new fiber festival. At least it's new to me. And it takes place in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's the Steel City Fiber Festival. And even though I should be giving my yarn away, I'm thinking of going just for the fun of it. So I might be there. I don't know. I have to figure out if I can get there that weekend. I'm not sure what's going on, if anything. But anyway, I bet you are all wondering, pat, 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 about who's going to get the cat's pajamas. Now I've got random.org set up, and I've got the thread where you were supposed to post so you can win. So this was graciously donated by Kimberly of Sock Bunny Studios. She's a lovely lady. So let's just go into random.org, my favorite number picking site. Generate number 29 is the winner. Okay, good. On page 2. So 29. Izzy. Izzy is... Oh, Izzy! Hi, Izzy! I don't even know if you watch all that much, but Izzy In, who I've met a few times, and he's a lovely gentleman. So, Izzy, I'm going to email you via Ravelry soon and ask you for your address so I can send this to you. So, congratulations. And that's, my friend, is the end of the podcast. I know, super short, but I don't have much to say. I'm sorry. Don't vote for Trump. There you go. Another word. Another bit of advice for me. Don't. I don't think any of you would anyway. Because my listeners are the bomb. Viewers are the bomb. Anyway. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And thank you for your patience. And Kina, thank you so much for creating a cat picture thread. I think only me, you, and Lorraine have participated in it, but that's cool. It was cute. I like cat pictures. I like cats. So anyway, congratulations, Izzy N, on winning the pretty yarn. That's it for tonight. I will see you in a week or less. Maybe less. I don't know. I will podcast again next week sometime. Until then, don't forget, when you're doing crafts, from the most simple to the most sublime and complicated, you are making the world a more beautiful place. And for that, I thank you so much. Have a good week, and happy Easter to those who celebrate it, okay? But before I forget, I wanted to tell everybody there will be another drawing of stuff from... there will be another drawing next week for presents that I got for you from the Sock Bunny retreat. Just want to let you know. So keep a heads up, and I will let you know what the drawing is for next week. I haven't made up my own mind which. So, anyway, thanks. Bye!